right, shalom uvracha. Hello, everybody, and good morning. A good Erev Shabbat. For post Hanukkah. Happy Isru Hanukkah. We need a whole Shabbos to recover from 8 beautiful days that we were filled with light and donuts and delicious latkes. I'm here in Ghana, Avave Shalom in Abu Tur, overlooking Har Zion, Har Bayit, and over there we have Har Zeitim. And if you've been following me, you know that usually I bring out the Parsha of the week and I read out from the Sefer and I bring some notes and we dive in. Today is going to be a little bit different. I decided to choose to talk about a topic that I feel is extremely important. It's called spiritual sanitation. Just like when we have a car, we take it for an oil change and we take it to get air in the tires and new waters and gas. Our bodies is like a car, and there's rules that we have in the Sfarim, from the Tzaddikim, from the Mikubalim, how to keep our bodies pure. In the days of Bet HaMikdash, we're finding out more and more as they're doing digging. There were so many mikvahs in this area because back in the day they were very makpid. They were very, very makpid on purity. Today we don't have the mikvaot like back then. We don't really understand what it means, and they say everybody's not pure. So I'm not going to get into the part of the kedusha and the pure. We're going to keep it basic, beyond germ level. We're going to talk about spiritual germs and entities, and we have many different rules for when we're supposed to cut our hair, how we're supposed to cut our nails, and when. What do we do with the nails afterwards? According to the Arizal HaKadosh, it's a minhag that we cut our nails Erev Shabbat, Lichvot Shabbat Kodesh. We first do on the right hand, we do the thumb, the middle finger, the pinky, then the second finger, and then the ring finger, and then on the left hand. We don't give haircuts at night. We wash our hands afterwards without a bracha. And so my topic today, it's going to be a little bit unpleasant, so I'm giving a trigger warning. Like my hair keeps getting stuck. With the topic that I'm going to suggest for everyone to listen to. And when you do, you can either recap it to everybody that you know and you love and you care about, or you can just forward them my video. We're going to talk about Bet HaKiseh, the house of the chair. It's a very appropriate way of saying the bathroom, the toilet, a shirutim, a bet shimush. We go to the bathroom to make number one or number two, katanim, gadolim, smallies and biggies. There's different words for pishing, kaka. I'm going to say it like that so it could sound gross, so we can understand. First of all, it's a bracha when we go to the bathroom, but it's not a pleasant thing. And I find it extremely disturbing. And I'm not even talking about kedusha now and Torah and what Rabbi Shimon says. I'm talking about just the idea of someone talking to me on the phone without me knowing that they're in the toilet. I find it inappropriate. I find it gross. I don't want to be in someone's conversation when they are expelling their goods, whether it be number one, number two, number three, or number four. And you can use your imagination what I mean with that. It's not pleasant. And sometimes I'm on the phone with people and all of a sudden I hear the toilet flush. Now, what if I was saying like holy things? You're not allowed to say Hashem's name, as we know, or talk Divrei Torah in the bathroom. I think the Vilna Gaon used to learn math in the bathroom, so he's not bebitul zman. So my first suggestion is that when you go to the bathroom, go to the bathroom. Let the phone go for a few minutes. Like, before there were phones, people did not take phones into the bathroom. If you think about it logically, it's a little bit gross. It doesn't matter if you're talking to me or to a queen or to a Donald Trump or the biggest Rebbe or the biggest actress. It's לא משנה, young or old. It's not a pleasant thing. So let's just first all agree on that. Number two, we are all at the point that we know that we are all made out of energy, and we're all made out of different things besides just what seems to be our body. And there's things in the world called entities. They get created by the way we speak, our thoughts, our feelings. It creates invisible entities. They exist. Doesn't mean they're bad, and it doesn't mean they're good. They become bad or they become good. I'm not even talking necessarily about angels, and I'm not being here like sci-fi, Wi-Fi, and mystical. This is a simple thing that you can see in every single culture or country or Torah. So with that being said, when I go to the bathroom, the toilet is a portal. It's an opening. And whatever I'm speaking, whether it's on the phone or even I'm not talking, I'm just listening, it all like gets created in there. Now, you leave the bathroom, where did those creations go? Because you either spoke or you either heard words. You didn't just go to the toilet. And one of the secrets for happiness in this world is to be aligned and to be in tune with what you're doing. So when you're cooking, be cooking. When you're cleaning, be cleaning. And be mindful to it or mindless to it, but be focused on that one thing. It's like when I'm talking to someone and they're doing 6 things and they don't hear me, I get hurt. And so too, when you go to the bathroom, dedicate those few minutes to your body to go to the bathroom, feel it, connect to it. So when you come out and say Asher Yatzar, if you do, you really connect to listen to your body. Give your body a few minutes without that phone. Number 3, when we leave the bathroom, we wash our hands. Now, you can wash it with the most organic soaps and expensive soaps. I'm not talking about that kind of washing. We know that according to halacha, we have to wash our hands a few times with the netilat yadayim, the nagla, nagelwasser, and natlat mayim, yain, whatever language you speak in. And many people have the tradition to do it in the bathroom. And they say if there's a shower there, then it's not just a bathroom. And a lot of people are very specific and strict about washing the hands outside the toilet. I recommend that you guys wash outside the toilet, because still in the toilet there's these unpleasant entities, and it doesn't matter how many times you can wash your hands in there, they won't really leave you. So there is a special way. There's not a special way, there's a very simple way how to wash your hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Some people do 8 in the morning when they wake up, outside the bathroom. And this way, you're giving it a proper cleansing. That's being b'kedusha v'b'tara, pure and holy. Pure and holy doesn't mean to have the biggest beard and payas and strime and I don't know the whole Gemara by heart. No, it means just purifying and cleaning your body, and that makes you kadosh, because you're taking care of your jaguar. Now, the bathroom, when we wash our hands, once we're out, it's the same rule in the morning. When we wake up, our bodies, we go to sleep, our neshama goes to Shemaim. Between this Shemaim and Aretz, there's Sheva Reki'im, there's 7 types of skies, and under the earth, there's 7 different worlds. Our bodies stay in bed wherever you're located, but our neshamot go up and come down. And many people do also astral traveling meditations. It kind of has the same effect, where you go into a state and you come back. So we all know our neshama goes up and we're 1/60th. Now, the neshama travels all these worlds, all these gates, all these entrances, and not always they're pleasant entities over there, or friends, chaverim, or lo chaverim, ha'acherim, I call them the acherim. For kids, no. Please close the bathroom door when you leave. It's gross. I don't need these acherim out here. Like, let them stay in the bathroom and let them go down with the drains of your Ajax or Clorox. Obviously, it's a spiritual thing also. It's not just a physical thing. And when we wake up and our neshama comes back into our body, we don't know where it's traveled. We don't know where it's been. We don't know who got attached to it. So right away, we need to wash our hands. Lama? Because we know that the neshama comes out of our hands and from our nose also and in. And so it gets stuck in our fingertips. It's another important talk that we can do next time when we talk about cutting our nails and how do we maintain our nails to be proper so we don't get attacked by these outside entities. So in the morning, it's known, Rav Zusha talks about it, that the way they kept clean is by not even touching their eye, because you don't know what's on your hands. And if you knew you'd have a panic attack, so you wash your hands right away. We have a tradition where we keep the natla and basin by our bed. This way, when we wake up, it's right there. In the halachos, it says you should not walk more than daled amot. So I know it's a little bit challenging for everybody to go out there and get a natla. Try to start with really not doing anything till you wash your hands in the morning appropriately with a washing cup, and not natla, not in the bathroom, in the kitchen sink, or wherever it might be, 8 times, and then you can start your day. The Ben Ish Chai, I don't have the source in the Pasuk, says that when you also wash your face, you wash your eyes, both of them, with 2 hands, like this outwards, 7 or 8 times. I don't remember, so I just do it 8 times, 9, whatever, 10. Not wash your face, specifically your eyes. Again, I don't know the sources exactly for it, but it kind of makes sense, and I trust the Ben Ish Chai. This is spiritual maintenance, to be able to keep your body in a certain form so we're able to receive the light of the Torah. The light of Torah is everything, whether it be science, biology, math, or this week's Parsha. Making soup is a Torah. How to change a kid's diaper is a Torah. So we learned that when there's a dirty diaper, you can't, and it smells bad, you can't make bracha near it because it's not nice, it's not pleasant. You wouldn't be going with your Chanel dress to meet the president or whoever your fancy is, and be wearing a dirty diaper and smell like doo-doo. Because that's what you're doing when you're talking on the phone with me or another person or anybody while you're sitting in the toilet. It's mamish disgracing yourself, your body, your soul, and the essence of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Now, why is this so important? When Miriam had tzarat, we learn about what happened to the skin. Today, we don't have tzarat as we know it back then. During the time of Ishmael Kohen HaGadol or Huldah Neviah, there's so many stories how they used to go to Nachal Kardon, which is down this alley, and they used to go in the mikveh there, and they used to dispose all the tumah. So there's something to that. And why? Because then you have clarity. And you know, people in this generation are very mebulbal. They're very confused. Even the ones that are awakened and they're coming back to some sort of sense. Adain, yesh lanu kaze bilbul. It's a brain fog. Like, we just don't get the obvious. And part of it is because these entities don't want you to. It's the other side. So how do they get in? There's only very few ways that these not nice forces can enter a human body. And that's through eating not kosher. It's a woman not keeping nidah. It's through the nails. And it is in the morning when you wake up, and the bathroom. There might be 2 or 3 more, but these are the ones that are coming the tip of my hand. And this way they have a way to enter inside. And then you wake up with the bilbul and you don't know who took over. That was so not my behavior. How many times do we have when we meet a friend and all of a sudden, like something like all of a sudden came over me, and it wasn't me. You know, that was not me. That was not normal behavior. I don't know if any of you can relate to that, but I can. And I take responsibility for it. I'm not always like, oh yeah, I'm blaming that. No, I'm taking responsibility to be aware, what is it that choked me off? And these spiritual, unfriendly creatures, their purpose is to confuse us. That's the Amalek, the confusion. And they don't want us to be in the place of Chochmah Bina Dad, in the place of Etz Chaim, in a place where we see Etz Dad and we have the Dad, but we also have the Chaim, and then we have a third new tree. And that's a huge secret, the third new tree. I'm not going to get into that now. We're going to continue talking about the sanitary elements, because almost I feel like, what's the point of talking to anybody if they're not processing, because they're not coming in proper to a shear, that you wash your hands before you go into a shear, even without a bracha. Why? Because you're taking the time to go from one place to another. When you are in the airport and you're boarding on a flight, how many times do you have to keep pulling out the boarding pass till you get on your seat? And even then, sometimes you have to show, this is my seat. Lama? Because each gate is a different entrance, so you have to keep re-identifying. So when I am now coming in, let's say, to this garden, this beautiful shul, and I want to come and pray, and I understand that I'm literally standing in front of Bet HaMikdash, I'm not just, okay, it's not about like me coming and always getting dressed the most gorgeous. Sometimes I come here literally with like a robe and pajamas, and over that I put a warm coat and a scarf, so I look tsanua. But in my head, it's a spiritual thing where like I'm walking in now to a certain place, so I must behave a certain place. Just like I'm going to gate 33 right now, I'm flying to Dubai, and I keep having to pull out my boarding pass. So when I enter here, if there's no sink for me to wash my hand, I can just meditate on, like I'm washing my hands. Why? Because it takes you from this gate to that gate, from this opening to that opening, from this awareness to this awareness, so you know what you're doing and what you're thinking or what to expect, and we're not mebulbal. And how can we understand? How can we communicate? How can we be really us? How can we love? How can we not have all these fears and let go of all these dimyonot and things that don't really exist, or they're not ours, and we take it so personally and we internalize it, and that feeling becomes our reality, and it just multiplies. Mitzvah goreret mitzvah. Misery loves company, and unfortunately us Jews have been through so much, 5,000 something years, and we've kind of learned to enjoy to suffer, unfortunately. And even though we all scream Mashiach v'geula v'zeh, what happens if Mashiach shows up? He talks. We're not going to be able to process really his mehut, his essence, because if we're not clear, if we're all foggy, because we don't know how to wash our hands in the morning or how to cut our nails properly, and you know, we do all these mitzvot and we have all these kavanot, and we want to enter certain places in life, physically, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, financially, whatever it is, and we can't enter. It's because you can't pass. That boarding pass is no good here. Even though it looks like you got on the plane, you really didn't. Even though it like looks like you prayed and you did all these things, you got to a certain level, but you could have gotten so much more if you just wash your hands properly and understand the sensitivity of מה זה קדושה, מה זה טהרה, מה זה atzarat. It's a disease, it's a spiritual disease of our generation, an invisible one, where it causes people to have fears and a lot of dimyonot. Rabbi Nachman talks a lot about koach hamedame, the imagination, and how it becomes so real. So if we're already imagining, why not imagine amazing? But we can't even fly that far in our head or extend or let Hashem enter, because it's dirty, and angels don't like dirty homes. Tzaddikim, there's some tzaddik mamash, we're very makbid to keeping the house clean. It's much nicer to walk into a clean house, even if it's a little bit messy. I'm not talking about being OCD now, but a certain smell, a reach nichoach. Hashem is all about being pleasant, and he wants to enter, but if we're not smelling good, he ain't gonna come. Not the king, and not the Mashiach or Eliyahu Navi. And we know Sod Eliyahu Navi is a Sod HaReach. He's going to be standing mamash over this hill, down this hill, and over the other side in what's called Emek HaMelech with Melech HaMashiach, and they're going to be judging people and mishpetu בעמק המשפט שמה, and they're going to smell us. They're just going to be able to smell two people with the judgment and know. And so we're obviously talking spiritually, but also physically. And so I challenge anybody who hears this, try for 10 days, to wash your hands outside the bathroom. And try for those same 10 days to be a little bit more aware and strict with yourself. Strict. Yes, strict, like you would be with your newborn baby. You wouldn't just give them endless chocolate because you don't want them getting sick. Like you can't, So it's we know, but we don't know. We forgot, and it gives us these unpleasant entities. They make us forget, and so I'm here to remind all of us, B'ezrat Hashem, that we should remember. And when we wake up in the morning, as some of us say, Modeh Ani, Lifnei Modeh Ani, wash your hands. 10 days challenge. Wash your hands when you come out of the bathroom. Wash your hands first thing in the morning and see how you feel. See if you start thinking clearer, better, and seeing things differently, and how the world, how the universe responds back to you when you actually are paying attention to your body. Challenge number 2, do not talk in the... It shouldn't even be a challenge. It should be like, guys, it's gross. Forget halacha, kedusha, v'tara. It's nasty. If you're my friend or you know me, do not call me when you're in the toilet. I find it extremely offensive. Not happening. And then we wonder why things are blocked. I talk about intimate things with some people and they're in the toilet. Like, of course, he went down the toilet. Mamash. So, Baruch Hashem, Yitbarach Shemo Enam Livado, everything is Hashem, but lo rak Hashem, it's our responsibility to be Hashem-like. We want to be God-like. We want to be able to perform mitzvos and miracles and see miracles and be hi. And we want to be guardian angels like this one. And aval, if you're not zach v'tzach, az ma ze shaveh. And so really think about not taking that phone into the toilet. Do not talk in the toilet. Close the bathroom door after yourself. And then we're going to discuss about showers. Showers are showers, bathhouses, and bathrooms back in the day used to be bathroom houses. Why the two are together, like the cleanest place and the dirtiest place? Ichsa. So I suggest to you that if you have a bathroom in your shower, close the bathroom seat and then take a shower. Try to separate the two rooms, even if it's one room, if you don't have a curtain. I don't have a curtain. I just put my toilet seat down. So I'm aware now it's my shower time. It's my mikvah time. And I don't want to have to be affected by unpleasant little thingies. And v'zeu, so we should be zochet to be able to clear ourselves and clean ourselves and be pure by such simple things. No phones in the toilet, no talking yuck in the toilet. Put those toilet seat down. Close the door when you leave. Wash your hands outside the door. Wake up in the morning and wash your hands. Wash your eyes. And let's see if we're feeling better and you're seeing better and hearing better. And B'ezrat Hashem, then we could talk. But till then, we're always talking. Our hearts are talking and singing and dancing and loving. And we should continue talking. Never stop expressing your ahava. So thank you guys for following me. And if you enjoyed, 2 thumbs up me and forward this to a friend. This is such an important message. It's mamash, the spiritual tzarat of our generation. And so just like Miriam suffered, and then there was Ber Miriam and all that, guys, Motzei Shabbos, you want healing, take the tap water, 3 drops, say B'zchut Ber Miriam and drink it, and hopefully it will heal all of us with our balbalot and our confusion, unfriendly friends, and we should only be sitting and dancing with the chaverim, ayoshvim baganim. And you guys know I have such a hard time always saying goodbye, because I wish for all of you to see this and experience this beautiful view of Har Zion, where David HaMelech is, Shlomo HaMelech, and all of Malchut David from Bet HaMikdash HaRishon. And then we have Har HaBayit over here, where Avraham Avinu and Yitzchak had a little situation. And over there in the back, we have Har HaZeitim, where so many amazing tzaddikim are there, and my grandparents, shout out them forever. This should be in their memory, and this way we should all be blessed and heard and understood. B'chen v'b'chesed. Till then, Shabbat Shalom. Sending you love from Yerushalayim Ir HaKodesh, from Abu Tor, the most magical neighborhood in Yerushalayim, and the most beautiful gan that Hashem gave us to enjoy. So, sending love.